Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everyone. Okay, today kita akan belajar function and limit. So, sebelum kita pergi lebih jauh, kita perlu tahu beberapa jenis relation dalam function, iaitu ada 3 function and limit relation dia. So, first relation dia adalah one-to-one relationship. Seperti yang kita tengok di sini, dia ada one input, so one output, and then we have many to one relationship. So we have 2 input here, so we have only one output. So and then last relation kita ada adalah one to many. So one to many is one input and many output. So untuk function ni, untuk jenis one to many, kita tak panggil dia sebagai function. It's not a function. Kenapa dia tak dipanggil sebagai function? Kenapa? Okay, kenapa many to one tidak dipanggil sebagai function? Bila ada wujudnya relation macam tu, tidak dipanggil function. Kenapa? Sebab dia seperti kalau kita ada satu telur sebagai satu input kita, satu telur ayam lah, and then kita masukkan dalam kuali itu sebagai function kita, and then output dia tiba-tiba kita dapat nasi goreng satu, yang kedua kita dapat air limau suam, air sirap limau, dan kita ada mungkin ketiga roti. So dia seperti tidak berfungsi lah, maksudnya kuali itu tidak berfungsi dengan baik, sebab kita ada sebiji telur tiba-tiba boleh produce nasi, air sirap limau dengan roti. So dia tidak logik lah. Okay, that's why kita panggil dia not a function. So not a function. So function. Okay, so next so just one to many. Okay, so untuk yang lain, relationship yang lain, so untuk function lain, kalau kita ada one to one, so one input, so output one. So kita masukkan telur ayam masuk dalam kuali, so keluarlah telur goreng. So itu adalah satu fungsi lah, satu fungsi yang baik lah. So kalau kita ada many to one, meaning kita ada telur, dan kita masukkan nasi, kita masukkan roti, so kita akan ada satu package makanan yang nama dia nasi goreng. So kita akan ada nasi goreng, telur mata dengan nasi dengan air sirap limau dan roti. So sesuai lah dengan input yang kita masukkan, telur, nasi dengan air. So keluarlah satu package nasi yang sedap selepas digoreng. So that's why kita panggil dia sebagai function. Okay, next example 2.4. So determine whether the relations between represent a function or not. So from here we can see, first we check for Li. So Li is, the relation here is one to one. So Zaki and Rini maps to only one output. So meaning this relation involved is many to one. So many to one. So this one to one. So meaning this relation is a function because each element domain corresponds to a single unique value in the codomain. So that not involve many not involves one to many. So next example. So now we need to check first input is 1 to 1. This input we have many, we have 2 input maps to 1 output. So there is many to 1. So it's still a function. But here you can see here we have 1 input lin maps to 5,000 ringgit and maps to 3,000 ringgit for output. So meaning here the relationship for lin is 1 to many. So because of this relationship, so we can conclude that this relation is not a function because each element in the domain does not correspond to a single unique value in the codomain, right? Okay, next is what is a function. So a function is a rules or a relation that describes how a value of variable x in one set called domain is manipulated to generate a unique value of variable y or fx in order to call the codomain. Alright, remember that not all rules or relation are function. Meaning what? The main thing is, the main that before we learn is many on 1 to many is not a function. That's why this statement come out. Alright, so now next page. Okay, determine the type of relation. Okay, be careful, my answer sometimes is not correct, so you need to know the reason. Is it my answer correct or not? So here first we check is 1 to 1 function, so it's correct, right? Next is, okay, we have made 1 2 3 output maps to 1. We have 3 input maps to only 1 output, so we call it as a many to 1 function. So here we have, okay, we check first for -1 and 1, so map to 1, so meaning many to 1. So also happen to -2 and 2 map to 4, so meaning this function involve many to 1 function. Okay, next. Okay, for this function we have 1 input, many output. So here, okay, be careful, my answer is not correct here. Okay, so meaning we check first, we have 1 input. Okay, we have 1 input, we have 2 output, so meaning there is 1 to many. 1 to many is a function. So happen to here there is 1 input, 2 output. Okay, so there is 1 to, there is not 1 to 1, there is not many to 1, so there is no answer here actually. The answer is 1 to no okay, it's a bit confused here. So there is 1 to many, so 1 to many, 1 to many, 1 to many function or not? Many. So okay, my answer before is correct. So there is, which is not a function because of 1 to many relationship. Just to grab your attention now. Alright, so next. Okay, notation and finding value of a function. Okay, you can read here, a single letter is used to name a function. Usually we use F, G or F, the capital F. So if f is a function, then for each number x is domain and corresponding value of codomain is indicated by the symbol of fx, which is read or f of x or f at x. Okay, for example, we can see here example f of x equal to fx minus 2. So the input here x equal to 0. So equal to 0, we put 0 inside. So 0 inside. So for x as a 0, because we know that x is in 0, and then 0 minus 2, we have negative 2. So meaning input here 0 maps to negative 2. It's similar to x equal to 1. Just replace the x value here. So f1, so we have 5 minus 2, we have 3. So 1 maps to 3. And then we have 2, and the result we have 8. So here we, from the diagram here is the input and here is our output. Okay, so there is one-to-one relationship function. Okay, so next we go to example 2.1. So given that function, this function, okay, we given that the function, this function, so we have this function. Okay, please understand the question first, then determine the value of at okay, at x equal to 1. So we put 1 inside the function, so we have 0, because 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So b, f equal to f of 0, meaning we put x equal to 0, so we have 0 here and 0 here, so we have negative 2. Okay, next question number 2, we have another function fx equal to 1 minus x squared. So when x equal to 3, we put x inside this function as 3, so 1 minus 3 here, minus 3 square. Okay, make sure square, because the function is square. Just put the x value here, so we have negative 8. Okay, try solve this function. Okay, here x equal to 1 over 4. So x inside, so we put 1 over 4 inside, square, maintain, then we solve using calculator or manually. We will have 15 over 16. So here for C we have x equal to 3x. So we have this equation. Just substitute the x value into the function. Okay, 1 minus x squared, so we x equal to 3t, so meaning we need to square all the x value, so we have 9t square. Okay, alert here, so t square and 9, because both need to square. Okay, there's something happen also here. For any value of x, you just put it at the x value, and then after that you can see here we have 2 plus t square, so meaning we need to solve this equation first. Okay, you need to solve this equation first. When you solve this equation, okay, I left the bracket here actually, so there is a mistake here. So actually we have this, and then we simplify, so it should be negative t square negative 4t minus 3. Okay, alright. Next, another function here, we have this function. Okay, we have this function. Alright, so just actually it's the same notation just different between how they write. So we can write as like this. We can write like this, okay?